Alright, yeah, nothing that really pops to. Nothing that pops that I could use. Perhaps, like, in the Netherlands, it's just becoming more and more obvious that there is, like, a deep state situation going on. A shadow coalition. People are starting to talk about it, even, like, in politics, what they're dealing with, and yeah, I mean, it's been known for quite a while that it's a mess here, and they just keep doing what they want to do, even if nobody else wants to do it. And that's keep going. It's been going for like at least a decade. All right. 18 watching. Oh, hello. Welcome. Don't really have a subject yet. Right. But yeah, I did actually get a response to my job solicitation, and I got an invite for next week. It's really early on a Tuesday, so there's a good chance I'm not gonna do a show next week, and we'll see how that goes. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through that. They're gonna, yeah. We'll see. I'm a bit nervous about it, even though it's still a week ahead and I got plenty of time to prepare. But man, it's so freaking early, and might have to do some physical testing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna fare well with that. Like, usually when I have to get up really unusually early for my doing, my overall muscle conditions are not super great. So we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna just be very responsible for my body and all that. So if I notice like this isn't gonna work, then I will decline, because I'm not gonna like get myself some kind of injury or whatever. So we'll see. I'm a bit reserved about it, but on the other hand, I mean, this is what I wanted, and so this is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna at least try it out. Like that's the promise that I made to myself. Like, I'm not gonna walk away or be all negative about it. I'm gonna try it out, and if it doesn't work out, then I'm not gonna do it. And if it does work out, then I will do it and see how long it lasts. And then if it's not the right job, then at least it'll be like a Kickstarter for me to try something else. All right. Parallel gravity, have a can-do attitude. Yeah. Right. Yeah, but I mean, I always have that attitude. But I mean, I get into trouble with that too, because yeah, if you overdo that having a can-do attitude, then you might do things that are like too much, and then you get into physical trouble. So I just gotta use the age that I have, in which I have learned to more carefully manage myself and pay attention to what I can and can't handle, if I just use that, then I know I'll get through it fine. Right? I mean, the priorities are followed. Like, number one, don't get injuries. Number two, get the job. An ultra marathon? No. No, it's as far as it's gonna get with hints. I'm not gonna tell anybody. Right. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing. Because I did just like get that message through email before the show. So that's kind of on my mind. I guess that's distracting me away from the typical dream walking that I normally do around this time in anticipation of my show. I'll get to it. Or maybe today's gonna be one of those quiet days. And I'm fine with that too. There's all this talk in Germany about conscription. Because I mean, they do have like a tradition of doing that sort of thing, conscription. It's like they always had this system. I don't know if they still have that. I remember that from like 20 years ago that they had a system where you, like when you're 18 or something, you have to work either in the medical sector or in the military. That's like a thing that how they arrange things. Very different from in the Netherlands, by the way. It's no mandatory thing like that. But they've had that for quite a while, and now there's talk of conscription, which of course, like in the face of the whole European war on Russia, like, yeah, that's not great. This is not a good time for that sort of thing. And of course, that's why they want to push it. Anyway, hello, Gaining Wisdom. Good to see you in the chat. So yeah, that's on the menu. To my east, the neighbors. Maybe I'll just take a look at RT for a bit. By the way, yeah, does anybody have like a good movie they could recommend to me? Which they would assess would be a good movie by my standards? Compared to like other movies that I've been complimentary of. Because I'm kind of shy to watch a new movie. Right? I don't have a subscription to Netflix or some other streaming service, so like I don't have like movie suggestions to scroll through like that. Although I still have like Snake Eyes on the menu, but I mean, I don't think that movie's actually even all that spectacular. It's just gotten the attention because of the Charlie Kirk assassination date and name correlations that are like pretty mind-blowing. But other than that, I don't even know if it's all that an exciting movie. But I mean, it's still on the menu for me. Just don't really feel like watching a movie with that kind of plot. What? Madagascar. You never hear of Madagascar, so I'm always like, oh wait, Madagascar. I mean that's a very special place. Very different. It's like a mini continent on its own. Employee of the month. Shut up, Parallel Gravity. Just stop. Whoa. Oh, just bumping into this vision for a post-Western world piece on Russia Today is pretty impressive. About the dual polar world geopolitically, and like yeah, Russia, Putin is all behind that. It's like, whoa, I hadn't realized that, but I mean, yeah, that is the move. I'm just always impressed by Russia, what they do. Because in their own way, they find a way through. They do something where nobody's like, they're like trailblazers is what the name, I think. Just ahead, doing great, ahead, building the future, and like very serious, and not delusional based or under condition of some kind of specific victory or whatever. Like not a conqueror's mindset. It's great. What is this? Huh. Okay, this... yeah, it's interesting. Not necessarily super relevant. Anyway, I'll get back. I'm getting distracted by RT News. It's another level though. Like, their articles, like on average, are just very well written. With more detailed attention, or more attention to detail, if you will. Anyway. Here's an example. Right, so yeah, away with that. Enough. That was interesting looking through RT. And I'm glad I can still do that through VPN because, I mean, I can only check out RT through VPN because if you don't do that, it'll get locked. It's ridiculous. It's been like that for years. And it's like, why? Because they were more popular, because they have more reliable quality. It's, oh no, it's because it's Russian propaganda. Bullshit. I mean, it's bullshit. They're just not being anti-Russia. That's it. Yeah, anyway. I think Russia Today is a great source, and I mean, it would be best for everybody, including Europeans, if they got it off the blacklist. It's ridiculous. And I mean, with the VPN, like anybody that is like even remotely competent on the internet can just check it out anyway. So it's like, stop it. Just stop doing that. It's stupid. Right. I mean, I would be careful posting links though. I mean, I posted a link of an RT article in the Rumble chat, and I'm doing that because I know that Rumble is going to be fine with it. But I mean, I wouldn't try that on YouTube. Ooh. Sure, that'll get you into trouble. Or at least get you like a algorithmic kick in the nuts. Right, so, but I mean, I am happy to be able to check into their news site every now and then, alongside with everything else that I check out, none of which is anything mainstream. I sometimes get mainstream messaging by happenstance through X because some deep state Dutch politician, their channel, they're saying something, and then I'm looking at it and it's just, I have to hold back from throwing up like every damn time. These people are so locked in, they're so set in their ways, like they will not budge. They're not gonna budge no matter what. They're so set in their ways, and I can feel it, and it's just like, for me at this point, like actually attempting to have a communication with some of them seems insane to even try that. Right? I mean, with the Forum for Democracy politicians, I would definitely try to communicate with them, and I think that might do some good. But I mean, as soon as they like catch on like weird ass history and the subjects and the strange opinions that I have, then they'll be like, oh yeah, you just go sit in the background or something. Like, we're not gonna give you any spotlights, Arwen. You're crazy. You said it. You said you're crazy. So, like, yeah, I know, but I mean, in a world that's completely insane, to be crazy is normal. right? And I do work on myself always, so it's always like get the aggression, or be honest about the aggression, show the aggression, and then tame it. Like let all those demons all go out, like and just like down, let it out, but then discipline and taming it. Always, that's what I've been doing, right? So I mean, they can't criticize me for having like escalatory behavior, because I do not. And I think that my opinions are not escalatory either. If there's any signs or communications of escalation, it is like a warning sign. It's my fears. And I mean, I even preface that every time that's brought up, even at the beginning, the 82 and all that. So it's always prefaced, like, things can get, if everybody just lets it happen, it's gonna get so bad that, like, panic level aggression. Right? In a way, I am fearful that if that would to happen at some point, and I don't know if it'll get to that. I'm just afraid that I'll get carried away by it. That I'll get it'll absorb me, and like I'll become that. Like, I'm afraid. Because I fear that aggressive side of mine. Like, it's dangerous. The potential for just damage on the spirit and on my reputation is just insane. I fear for the outcome, if that were to happen. At least now. I mean, let's just say this all stuff that keeps going for another 10 years. I think in 10 years I'll not really be afraid, because I'm pretty damn sure with like the development curve of everything, I'll be at a point where I can just contain it so well, like I won't even be seduced to get carried away with that thing that I predicted will build up in other people in society. I will become immune to it, because I've worked so freaking hard on this for such a long time to do that. Because like all of society, everybody just giving off signal, like that's not what you're supposed to do. Like, however, we're gonna overcome this thing in the New World Order and the deep state. However, we're gonna overcome this non-aggressively, only defensively, and like mostly warfare on the mental level. Warfare with ideas. So that's the sign that everything's given me. So it's like, yeah, this sudden burst and like setting things straight brutally, like yeah, I have not received any signal from the realm that even though that might work, nothing is going to accept that, right? And that is a condition for me. Like, I don't have a desire to create that scenario. I don't have a desire for sudden aggressive escalation to desperately try to enforce justice. I do not have an ambitious desire for that at all. I have the calling, like the ability, like a need to fulfill in that sense. But not because I would just love to do all that, to bathe in that. Not at all. Yeah. Some people might think that about me, and like it's part of the reason why I got pissed off with the Maxed Out Bear, because he kind of suggested that I was loving it. It's like, no, I do not. I have no desire for that to become a reality. But I am convinced that I am, like, spiritually prepared if that becomes inevitable, though. Anyhow, hope I didn't just all talk you to sleep with this. But I mean, yeah, I'm everything that I've been saying in the last 15 minutes is just pure spiritual sensory stuff. It's like what I'm feeling from everybody and everything. Because it's not necessarily like what they say, like the principles that they roll out. It's not about like the information or the word that they use. It's about the feelings that's driving them to do it that way. Like their spiritual metadata behind it. The reasons why. The average view on the world and where it's going. And from beholding that part, because I can see those things if I focus. I just, like, yeah, there just seems to be no, it's like, I'm basically like, hey, should we go full-blown aggression to do sudden justice application? And it's just everything. It's just no. Like, seduced, but no. And like, oh. Okay. I guess that the mechanism is gonna have to remain dormant inside of me. And so I'm gonna have to mitigate that. And that's what I've been doing. Like, I'm adapting. Right. I'm gonna attempt to put this subject into a title format. This is gonna be a challenge. Right, so, yeah, guess so. Spiritual metadata analysis revealed to me that the world will not accept certain violent justice application to correct the Marxist problem. There you go. Yeah. It's a bit long to say that one thing, but hey, at least I managed to encapsulate what I've been talking about in the last 30 minutes. That coffee tasted great. I long for more, but I'm not gonna have some for at least another hour, I think. We'll see. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a good day. I do feel strong. I do feel well rested. A little uncertain, but I mean, that's when really good times and good transformation happen. I always feel like that. So, just a slight nerve, a slight discomfort, but not enough to really be distracting, but just slightly at unease. That is normal. I kind of despise that that's normal, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I can't complain about how things are just meant to be. And just instead look at the good parts that you know are there or going to be there. The good signs. Just there's always going to be bad things and inconveniences every time. It's part of the life condition. Hello, is anybody still there? Just did the chat shut down because I posted that RT link? What's going on here? Okay, Rumble's still giving me ads. I haven't been demonetized. Yay! Man. Civil War narratives. Democrats are calling for civil war, and there's this stupid ass movie. One battle after another. A bunch of communist crap. Extremely shameful. A lot of people talking about that movie. And it's just like all those other series and all that shit. Like Machete and all that. And like that stuff, it's always crap. Like they're never actually making it really good. Like these propaganda pieces, they're never really any good. They tell the story, they twist the views, but I mean it's always dumb. It's something that I've noticed. It's like, because I mean you could technically just in your mind be like, this is like a politically manipulating movie, and then just like, okay, I know that now, and now Just let's turn that off and just watch it as a movie, right? But with all those types of propaganda bullshit movies, like those movies just suck. They suck. Things feel out of place. It's like people are not truly zoned in properly, because you can't zone in on anything because it's going to be dislocated, because the story is twisted. It's not real. It's not aesthetically correct. So the energy systems that you can latch onto, the ways of being and doing things, there's no cohesion. So yeah, that just happens. And I bet it happened with this movie too. Like, that's something that I really noticed with Machete, is that it was just like spiritually dislocated. Like, it didn't actually make any sense, and like it just didn't work energy wise. And I bet this movie has that too. It's just nasty. Just nasty Antifa slop, basically. Just like that Civil War movie. Just I despise that it even exists. That thing. What an abomination. Yeah. And I haven't watched that movie, but just by seeing and hearing clips, and just disgusting. Anyway. So yeah, the Civil War in the United States might be happening right now. At least there's like a political civil war, let's just say, happening. Is that a hot war? Or just like an out of control riot that just refuses to end, basically? Right? The real question is it gonna get as bad as like the frickin' BLM riots? Because those were like record-setting, like damaging. They did so much frickin' damage, it was insane. Right. Oh yeah, stupid ass shit. Like, oh god. Ice-free zones in the US. We're gonna keep ice out here. It's gonna be an ice-free zone. Sounds a lot like global warming to me. So I guess that the Democrats in the US are now pro-global warming because they want ice-free zones. Okay, that was a joke. Thought it was a funny joke though. Actually, I'm gonna put that in the title. Why not? Right. It's in the title. That's a good joke. Glad you enjoyed it. Democrats usher in global warming with ice-free zones. I mean, it was just there for the picking, you know. I'm surprised I haven't seen other people joke around with it. So it's official. It's now the joke that originated from the Arwin channel on Rumble. I'm the first. I'm very sure I'm not gonna get any credit for it, because who the fuck cares, right? No, really, I don't care. I'd just be surprised if I wouldn't at some point bumped into people making that joke. I would be really surprised if it doesn't happen. Like, I'm surprised that Trump hasn't made that joke yet. I mean, that is like a real Trump joke, in a way. Anyway, you're welcome. Support me through the PayPal if you thought that was really funny. Right. Man, this title is really big. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm looking at the title. I can't compact that. It needs to be specific. Right. Anyhow, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a short show today. I don't know. It's all good. It's all fine. I'm up for a conversation if somebody wants to join and talk. That means usually gaining wisdom, because he's really the only one that actually pops on. But I do appreciate it when he does. Not that I expect him to always do that. But it's been nice having him on every now and then. Right. Anyway, I hope everybody's been appreciating the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are. Right. And yeah, this might also be the last week where I'm just gonna do shows every day. Just realize that. And enjoy it while you can. While it's here. Now, of course, even if I do go away, don't do a show anymore daily, you can always just watch back older shows. I'm not like gonna take down the channel or anything, it's just gonna be there. So yeah, I don't know how much people actually rewatch older shows. It is definitely worth it, though. I've never like watched one of my shows back and then thought like, oh my god, I completely wasted my time. No, totally not. Even with like the supposed long silent pauses, it's like, no, my show is, yeah, just, I have that. It's kind of weird. Nobody else actually does that. Everybody seems to be absolutely terrified for silence. And I'm like, no. In nature, in natural communication, there's silence. I'm not just pandering to people that have severe concentration problems. I'm not desperately trying to catch people's attention that are just fluttering all over the place. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. Alright? Instead, I'm rather here to help stimulate people's internal thinking. And in order for that to happen, sometimes you do need a little bit of silence. A little bit of silence can really spur on internal thinking, make dots connect. Just a little bit of silence can do that. And that's funny because, I mean, that's why in media you're not supposed to have any silent pauses. Because you're not supposed to give your audience any time to really think. Because if they did, they might figure out that your narrative is bullshit. That's part of programming. And I don't want to program my audience. I just want to hand them considerations and hope that at some point they'll be able to actually dig into those. That they'll be ready to do that when they're ready. It's surprising. The weather outside is actually very decent because of the low wind. It's really nice outside. It doesn't look like it's nice outside, but it kind of is. Yes, this green moss is just everywhere. It always happens during fall. The moss create like this bright green moss just starts growing everywhere on the roof, including on my balcony, and I think it's kind of pretty. I really like that moss. Right. Oh god, they're about to initiate chat control in the EU here, apparently. It's gonna be a mess. I wonder if they'll like get in my face, because I can get really I have to say it, like almost like demonic. I get so freaking angry at times, but it's just like as part of the just group, because I don't actually do anything. And I can just get really everybody knows that I have that in me. But I wonder if they're like if there's gonna be chat control over that. It's like, no, you just can't express yourself aggressively in any way. Whenever I do that, I never name names. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in I don't know how this supposed chat control is gonna work. We'll see. I hope they just don't cut me off universally. That would suck. And I mean, that would actually be a terrible move, because for me, it's therapy. It's for me, it's just the ability to be able to release some of it. Never actually leads to organizing aggression or actually committing aggression on my part, ever. It never has led to that. So I don't see why I should be restrained from acting like that online. We'll see. But I mean, everybody already fears that it's just purely going to be done to just arrest more people's free opinions from having criticism on politicians in social media. That's what everybody thinks is going to happen with it. Right. Anyway, hope everybody appreciates the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are, and I don't know, leave a comment or say something in the chat. got any news tips that's not just stupid shit, but actually relevant politically in some way, I'd love to know about it. What is this? Oh. Another social media platform ad. There's a lot of them out there. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take another 2-minute break and I'll be right back after that. If there's not gonna be any activity, I'm gonna round out the show early today. We'll see. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you're liking it. And I'm back. All right. Yeah, one thing I could talk about. Yesterday, did like watch my lunch break. It's been a while. I don't watch that shit every day. I mean, because it's just of that certain mindset and can get kind of depressing if you stay locked into that for too long. But yeah, I watched like the Istanbul Shouldn't Exist series. Is like 4 episodes. Very fascinating. Like that location, where the Hagia Sophia is, like, that's basically like just one part of what was originally most likely like a gigantic, basically singular building complex that was incredibly vast. Just unbelievably big. Because there's like other buildings that basically are almost identical, and it's all over that location. It's incredible. And it just looks like it's almost like an alien world. Incredible stuff. Really beautiful too. Like the underground stuff, and like my lunch break did manage to get some photos of that too, and it's just like, whoa, unbelievable, amazing. Definitely not built in a couple of years. That's insane. Definitely inherited from the old world, and apparently full of Greek mythology depictions that like the Islamic regime has basically all been removing everywhere, which is a real shame. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. Anyway, that was interesting watching that yesterday. All right, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna round out the show. Nobody there. I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna get angry over it. It's just a bit disappointing. If nobody's gonna interact, then yeah, I mean, I guess this is gonna be it then. There's more activity yesterday. Right, so yeah, thanks everyone for coming. I'm sure now that I'm rounding out, somebody's gonna pop in the chat. They always like to do that. Or maybe not. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live. Oh, you see? There, you see? I always do that. Always do that. With your account made today. Yeah, right. Yeah. If you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. Please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I could really use it. The fuck? Fuck you, asshole. Yeah, see? Trolls. That's what they do. I'm gonna round out. You were doing this, you were doing that. Yeah, that's nice. Nobody said anything, and I'm rounding out. You just saying you're there doesn't help me make a show. Doesn't give me anything. So, it's rounding out. That's what happens. That's what happens when nobody says a fucking word. Yeah? So, yeah. I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2424 on a Wednesday. Hope to see you all then. Shut up, Savage. It's not funny. Everybody have a great rest of this Tuesday. And yeah, until the next video, give it flat.